Hello, coaches. My name is Mandy Green. I am the president of Busy Coach, and I also work with Dan Tudor as his vice president for Tudor Collegiate Strategies, and I oversee a lot of clients that we manage throughout the year. And I am starting a YouTube channel. One thing that I want to do is just find more platforms, right? Get word out there more in an effort to help coaches do what you need to do throughout the course of the day more efficiently and more effectively. This is a quote that I share with a lot of coaches. Winning is simple. Wake up every day and do the things that everyone else avoids. Coach, have you ever found yourself avoiding certain things that you know you should do? You know that this could be key to your upcoming success for this next year, but you avoid it for one reason or the other. What I want to share with you in this video is a high performance coach and recruiter system that I have been working and tweaking and applying with myself, but also with a lot of the coaches that I work with. I do this on Sunday, and when I'm doing these kinds of ideas and things on Sunday, it sets me up to win my week. It sets me up to avoid distraction. It keeps the main thing, right? There are a lot of things that you can do as a coach, but there really are only a few key things that are going to move the needle for your program. So I want to share with you this framework that I use to help coaches, again, narrow your focus on only the things that matter, that are going to get you results. First, I want you to think about your vision. So this is like a Sunday planning, right? Sit down and I want you to think about your goals. With your goals, hopefully it's not, kind of linear where you're maybe making 10% progress. Could it be something vision goals wise? I want you to think about what is one thing you could do that would have a multiplier effect on a lot of things. So for me, one of those things that I've decided is creating content, right? So creating content, one, it's going to force me to master my craft. Two, I'm going to be able to get word out more, to help more people. Three, it is going to force me to become a better speaker and better on video. There's lots of things, right, that happen because of this one thing. For you, what would that be, and how could you apply that to your coaching? But what I want you to do is connect Sunday, right? Connect with what that vision is. Then what is the plan? And thinking of the plan, right, is there are really, of the thousands of things that could end up on your to-do list, there are really only a small amount of things that, like I said, are going to create results for you. One example I use all the time with coaches is, I have coaches show me when I first start working with them one-on-one, show me your schedule, show me your calendar. Because usually I can tell on somebody's calendar based on what's getting scheduled, what they're prioritizing, right? But and a lot of times I see recruiting on there. Well, what does that mean, right? For a lot of coaches, recruiting means database entry. It means sitting with their staff and talking about recruiting. To me, that's not recruiting, right? Recruiting is only something that is going to get a recruit to the next mile marker that is objective, right? So either you did it or you didn't do it. So maybe instead of organizing names in a database, right, which creates no movement and is not recruiting, instead, maybe your recruiting to-do list is getting a recruit, your top 10 recruits to schedule campus visits starting in August or September, right? Or maybe it's not, I'm going to reach out to 100 more kids. No, my result is I am going to keep reaching out to kids until I get 20 solid conversations going back and forth, or whatever it is, but hopefully you see the difference. This is something I show to all of my Recruiting Made Simple clients or those that I work with one-on-one. Do you have a visual map, right, of what your recruiting process is? So as you're trying to schedule your week and plan your week, Where are you at with your recruits, and how could you get them moving to the next step in the process? Or if you have little micro commitments that you're trying to set up and little actions you're trying to get them to create, right? How could you, what is next on the list of things to do that you could move them to, you know? And then the thing I want you to do with these key needle moving things is we're still in planning mode, right? What do you have going on this week? I have so many coaches. I don't know if you feel this way, but you just feel like you have the best intentions going into the week, but you keep getting pulled away by a million other things. I find that you don't have to have a structured schedule all day, every day as a coach, but you do need to have at least one 30 minutes, an hour, 90-minute block, ideally 90-minute block, right? Because you probably have a lot of things to do that is focused on progress, focused on growth, right? So this is, again, Sunday. Map out your week. When are you first taking care of you? When are you working out? When are you eating? When are you having your family time, hobbies time, all that kind of stuff? You know, right? I know right now it's, whether it's summer or whether in your season, but when do you have practice? When do you have meetings? When is the team lifting? When does all that stuff happen, right? And then what big chunks of time do you have left? And based on those big chunks of time that you have left, I want you to treat that time like it is like a practice. Nothing, once that practice is scheduled, no meetings, no people dropping by, no nothing gets in the way of that, right? It's set in stone. I want you to treat these results moving, program needle moving activities like a practice. Schedule it and nothing gets in the way of it, because you are in charge of your progress. You are in charge of the future growth and development and success of your program. You're never going to get to where you want to go if you are always just, doing things a little bit here, a little bit there, or allowing other distractions to pull you away. I get with your team, they stop by. I get with your team that, they need you to do certain things, but you have to find when is the time, and I call this magic time, right? The time that you are getting the fewest distractions, when your energy and the focus are the best. Can you align these result needle moving tasks of your program? Can you align that together? That's when the magic happens. That's when you're going to get 10 times more work done than most coaches get done in a week, and the quality is going to be higher, right? Because you have fewer distractions, so you can get into deep work and really focus on it. But when does that need to happen, right? And then put it on your calendar, right? Block it off, list these things out, schedule them, put them on your calendar. I like having coaches, write out specifically, what are you doing? And this is my college coach specific day planner. I will put a link below into, so you can kind of see where it is, and maybe you're interested in taking a peek at it. But this is, I want you writing out, what are all the things that you are actually specifically working on, and how much time did you work on these things? But write these things out so we can go back. And the thing I like having coaches do is a couple weeks, work this way, right? Plan things out, work through the week, execute on these things. And then just like game film, right? So if you go back to that model that I showed you a few slides ago, is right. We've set our vision. What goals are we trying to accomplish? Plan it, set out an ideal week, right? And then day by day, plan, when are you working on these things? And then we got to show up and we got to execute and we got to do these things, right? And then at the end of the day, review it. I know you're an administrator, right? At the end of the year, they give you your evaluation. This is something that's different, right? Your administrator's not there every single day. You need to self-evaluate. How am I doing? Okay, so if you go back to this slide, is review every 2 weeks. It is so easy for coaches because we have so many things to do and we're getting pulled in so many different directions. If we are not stopping every few weeks to check in to how we're really doing with things, right, is we could be massively wasting a lot of time doing things that aren't getting us, again, results that we want, or it's a big waste of time. So every 2 weeks, I want you to go in and review, how am I doing? What, based on all of the tasks that we've been working on, so use your daily planner as your journal to go back and review all the actions that you review, the results that we've gotten. And then based on the results, these are all the actions we've taken. So now we got to evaluate, are we doing enough of the right things? What do we need to stop doing? What do we need to start doing? What do we need to do more of? What do we need to do less of? Every 2 weeks, right? Get through this. But all of this for me starts on Sunday. Goals. What is my plan for the week? When am I blocking off key things? And then the rest of the day, I'm flexible to doing other stuff. And then every night, how did I do? What threw me off? What changes do I need to make? So it's, it's like reviewing the video, right? After your team competes, your team, you have goals you're trying to accomplish. You plan throughout the course of the week, the actions, right? The game plan, the strategies that you guys are going to do. You show up, you execute, right? And you work through different things through practice and, daily execution. And then, you compete. The competitions, right? They give you feedback as to how well you're working the plan, right? Or how well did you execute? Did you execute at a high level? And did we accomplish the plan? If not, right, we got to change our execution, or maybe we executed at a high level and we still didn't get the result that we want. Maybe we need to change the plan. You know what I'm saying? But this becomes a feedback loop that you can use to, in the office, for how you're working, become a higher performing coach and recruiter. I hope that helped. I mean, if you would subscribe to this channel, I'm every single, probably once a week, I will release a new video, just educating, trying to help you figure out what is the right work to do in the most efficient and effective way, so you can make a greater impact on the athletes that you're working with, right? You can free up time to make this impact, or free up time to get home sooner to your family, or whatever you want to use your time for, right? I'm trying to help you just make the biggest impact in the shortest amount of time. So I hope that helped. Subscribe, please. That would really help me out. Share this with whatever other coaches you think that this might make an impact on. And we'll see you in the next video.